Today we will talk about fitting a second order polynomial on a given data points. So let's say we are given data points xi and yi, where I is from 1 to n, and we want to fit a curve which is second order yp is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. If we make table, then we can say that x and y given values. Yp means predicted values based on the value of x and the curve that we have fit, and the error between y and yp. So our aim is to minimize the sum of square of errors. That means if E is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to n yi minus ypi square, then our aim is to minimize the E. If we put equation of yp, we have E is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to n yi minus a plus bxi plus cxi square power 2. Now let's differentiate with respect to a and equate to 0. So del E by del A is equal to 2 sigma yi minus a plus bxi plus cx square is equal to 0. So if we rearrange the terms, we get a sigma 1 plus b sigma x plus c sigma x square is equal to sigma y. Similarly, if we differentiate with respect to b and equate to 0, we get equation number 2, which is a sigma x plus b sigma x square plus c sigma x cube is equal to sigma x y. If and the finally we differentiate with respect to c and equate to 0, we have del E by del c is equal to minus 2 sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square bracket yi minus a plus bxi plus cxi square is equal to 0. That means a sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square plus b sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi cube plus c sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi raised to 4 is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n xi square yi, equation number 3. Now if I rearrange all three equations in terms of matrix formation, like system of linear equations, we have this matrix which is there on the screen. So if you observe, the first row of the leftmost matrix is sigma 1 sigma x square. Now if the same row is multiplied with x, we get the second row, which is sigma x square sigma x cube, and again if I multiply with x, we get the third row, sigma x square sigma x cube sigma x raised to 4. Similarly, on the right side we have sigma yi multiply with x sigma xi yi, again multiply with x, we get sigma x square y. Now let's learn this through one small example, but before that, we on the screen you have removal of I is equal to 1 to n, which is obvious, which is also accepted if things become cumbersome. So let's learn through it. Example: using least square method, fit a parabola y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square to the following data: x minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2, y minus 3.15 minus 1.39 0.62 2.88 and 5.378. So first we will make a table which is large in size. So the header row will be number, serial number x, y, x square, x cube, x raised to 4, x y and x square y. Out of this, x and y values are given to us, so we can obtain the remaining values. And if we want to do summation, then we have the last row. So summation of x is equal to 0, which is obvious. Summation of y, which is easy to find out. Similarly, summation for x square is 10, for x cube is 0, for x raised to 4 is 34, and so on. Now we have the fundamental equations, or that matrix which we have obtained. We can put the values in the matrix. We get equation is 5 0 10 0 10 0 10 0 34 ABC is equal to 4.338 to 1.326 10.402, which is very easy to solve. And once you solve that equation, we get A is equal to 0.6210, B is equal to 2.1326, C is equal to 0.1233. So we can say that our equation of the parabola is y is equal to 0.6210 plus 2.1326 x plus 0.1233 x square. If you want to check how does it look on the graph, here is the figure, and you can see that clearly that it is matching very well with the given data. So we can say that our fit is fitting the given data very nicely or in an appropriate way. Thank you.